The Fox 5 I-team has obtained a copy of the search warrant detailing what GBI agents wanted when they showed up at the Hall County Solicitor's office late last year.
The GBI launched its investigation after the Fox 5 I-team revealed how Solicitor Stephanie Woodard spent thousands of dollars of public money on herself and family, money that was supposed to help witnesses or crime victims. I-team reporter Randy Travis is back now with the latest on this story. Randy.
Yeah, Courtney Russ from the Warrant. It's clear investigators sought evidence of, quote, stolen or embezzled property from Woodard. Despite that, we found Woodard still on the job, a situation that has some bearing on a proposed new law to oversee prosecutors in Georgia. After months of refusing to answer our questions, we decided to approach Hall County Solicitor Stephanie Woodard at work.
Hey, Ms. Woodard. Randy Travis with Fox 5. Let's talk about that GBI investigation into your spending.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm in this report, so I've got to take care of this right now.
The four-time elected official faces a GBI probe involving questionable spending practices we first uncovered. Money budgeted to help witnesses or crime victims. Instead, Woodard bought expensive earbuds, noise-reducing headphones, baseball caps for Governor Kemp's re-election efforts, pillows, jewelry repair, antique shopping sprees, $7,000 worth of meals for Woodard and her staff, even using public money to pay for her dog's cremation.
If that's for her personal dog, sounds like she owes the county some money and a whole bunch of other people a big apology.
Woodard did apologize, saying some of the items were confused as victim expenses by mistake. She reimbursed Hall County for some, but not all, of the questionable charges. In November, GBI agents showed up unannounced at her office. According to the search warrant, investigators wanted court calendars, personal calendars of Stephanie Woodard, along with documentation and case files to substantiate or disprove witness funds used by Woodard, bank account documents, credit card statements, and the cell phone belonging to Stephanie Woodard. The warrant goes on to say the records are related to stolen or embezzled property, involving the potential crime of theft by taking and theft by conversion.
Are you worried you're going to get indicted by some of the evidence that was collected?
Let me deal with the folks, okay?
Do you want to talk later? I'll be happy to hang around and talk to you.
Mr. Travis, let me deal with my business, okay?
Just want to make sure you have a chance to explain, because the GBI warrant spells out exactly what they were looking in your office for.
In an earlier statement, Woodard said her office regularly provides financial support to victims that balances compassion with physical needs. So we filed a second open records request with the solicitor's office, this time asking for all spending records from December and January of this year. That would have been shortly after our investigation first aired. Those records tell a far different story. According to the documents, Woodard was not reimbursed for any expenses and did not use her Hall County purchase card at all in December, only 3 times in January. Twice at restaurants for her staff, and once at a store to buy a mirror and a wall plaque. That receipt offers no explanation for its public purpose. But the Woodard case is just one more example of alleged prosecutorial misconduct, now under scrutiny at the state capitol. Is that helping you get the message out that this is a bill that needs to be passed?
Yes, that does help.
State Representative Joseph Gullett wants to set up a state panel to oversee all solicitors and district attorneys in Georgia. His concern stems from former Paulding DA Dick Donovan, who was indicted in 2021 over allegations of bribery.
He suspended himself. He got paid until he got retirement. He took the deal.
Donovan eventually pled guilty to a lesser charge and surrendered his law license. The state bar licenses attorneys, but unlike for law enforcement officers, there is no regulatory board specifically overseeing prosecutors.
This is why we got to do it. I don't really like growing government if I can help it, but when you don't have a good DA and you don't have a good judicial system, your community really suffers.
No word on how long the GBI investigation into Woodard's office will last. A spokesman from the GBI would only say the probe is ongoing, but clearly they have a lot to go through right now.
So is it unusual that she's still working, still in office?
Well, you think about it, she's not indicted. She's not arrested and charged with a crime.
Right.
So, there's no law that requires her to step down. In fact, that's why Representative Gullett wants his prosecutor commission established so they could handle it. And they can decide, based on the facts, whether someone should be suspended with pay, without pay, if they are accused or suspected even of criminal wrongdoing.
That's interesting. But in the meantime, she continues to be in her capacity.
She was there when we walked in last week, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Randy, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Randy.